What's up, guys? Justin Saper here, business and account lead at Social Deviant. Since the COVID crisis began, many brands have decided to help by partnering with nonprofits or charitable organizations that help fund relief efforts. If your brand is looking to do the same thing, here's a few things to keep in mind. Number one, begin with your brand purpose. As you're looking around at organizations to partner with, look for those whose purpose or mission align with your own. Try to identify what core values or principles the two have in common. This will help ensure that the partnership ladders up to everything that your brand stands for, and that any campaign you create to tell the story stays on message. And speaking of messaging, number two is focus your message. It's important to approach all communications around a partnership with a degree of sensitivity. You want to avoid any messaging that might be construed as salesy or otherwise self-serving. For example, while it's certainly good to communicate that your brand has made a donation or that sales of your product are going to benefit a particular cause, you want to avoid calls to action that specifically encourage purchasing of your product, as you run the risk of coming off a bit tone deaf during a time when so many people are struggling economically. Instead, inform your audience on ways that they can show their support or how the organization may be able to support them. And finally, number three, show that you're doing the work. Your audience wants to know not only that your brand has made a donation, but that that donation is actually having an impact. For example, let's say the organization you've partnered with funds academic scholarships for the children of emergency workers, or that it provides housing and food stipends for healthcare workers who need to be isolated. Work with your organization to create content around these stories so that your audience can see specifically how your brand is making a difference. So to recap, 3 things to consider when pursuing one of these partnerships. Number 1, begin with your brand purpose. Number 2, focus your message. And number 3, show that you're doing the work. Thank you guys for listening. For more information, check out our COVID-19 response kit at socialdeviant.com, and please stay safe.